All right, so I've seen Highest to Lowest, and it's interesting because I was gonna wait to see this film, and then I realized that it's produced by Apple, and it's gonna be on Apple Plus, I believe in September. So it's only in theaters for a limited run for 1 week. On the flyers it says 1 day, but it's 1 week. I looked up showtimes is literally 1 week. So I was like, okay, and I went yesterday. Um, it was very good. It was very good. Spike Lee brings back Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington is the reason I really went to see this film because I haven't seen him on screen in a while, and I was like, I just want to see him. I got to see Denzel, man. He's still working. He's still out here doing his thing. I was like, I'm gonna go see him, and he didn't disappoint. I mean, he plays a classy businessman and in the music business, and he's running things, and then his whole life goes haywire because of something that happens in his family. I'm sure they may have shown it in the trailers, or people who already know about the story from High to Lows, they'll get it. But like, I like to try to not spoil pretty much anything in my reviews. So what I will say, something goes haywire in his family, and he has to figure out, how he's going to remedy this situation, with his finances. And he's a millionaire, so if someone takes something from him and they want the money, he has to figure out what he's gonna do, whether it be anything going on with his family, or him actually having to pay up. And then you have the cops involved, his friends involved. There's a lot of people involved in what's going on. And Denzel, he's just magnetic on the screen. He really is. Like, he's playing this businessman, you believe him. Like, when I was watching him, I felt like I was watching a Frank White or Lucas White. Like, I felt like I was watching American Gangster. I felt like he was in Training Day a little bit. Like there's a part where he has he picks up a gun, and I felt like it was Training Day. I was just like, yo, I just felt good, like, watching him, like, in his element. And he's magnetic. He's magnetic. I really did enjoy the film. If I did have to give this out of 4 to 5 stars, I'd give this movie like a 3.5 out of 5 stars. It was enjoyable. The only thing for me is just a little bit too long. It's crazy. Spike Lee's a very good director, but this film, I know he wanted to kind of like the score and everything. Like, you felt the environment of New York City and everything that they put into the film. You felt the breath of it, but the I feel like the runtime, they could have definitely cut out like 30 minutes, maybe even 40 minutes. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's in this film that he could have like cut out, and it could have made it. I think it could have made it flow a little bit better. It flows perfectly, but it just flows a little bit too long. Like, when it ends a few times, you feel like. But other than that, it was pretty good. I do recommend it. But like I said, that time, if you cut that time, it would flow. I know it would flow, and I would make me want to see at least one more time. But it's just a little bit too long for me. Um, they have ASAP Rocky in this film. He's a rapper right now, and he's good. He's very good in this film. he when he's face to face with Denzel, their energy playing off each other works, and I think it works because it's in like a rap environment, and because the actor is a rapper, it works. And the lines he's delivering, and it's almost like poetry. They're going back and forth at one point, and like, you're really engaged. My audience was like laughing and smiling. Like, it was almost like they were engaged in like a verbal battle, but like with art, with rap. And it was almost like a play in a small piece of it, not the whole time, but in that small piece, it was like, I felt like I was watching them on stage going back and forth, and it was really good. Um, it's crazy. This is only in theaters for a week. I understand it, but it's like, and it doesn't come out on Apple Plus till September. That's what made me go and see it. 'Cause I was like, dang, I have to wait all the way till September. So I was like, I'm gonna go check it out. So I guess it's good that they did a week, but yeah, I wish they gave it like a month or something. I think they could have made some money with this. Is Denzel, and he's performing perfectly, and the cast is hitting on all cylinders. It's just that like I said, that length. If you cut a good amount of that length, it would be great. But I think the reason why it's so long is because he wanted us to really feel the weight of the situation that Denzel and his family is going through, and having to, maybe someone losing a life because have to pay some money back. Like, he wanted us to really feel the weight that this family is going through. But then when the story switches a bit, you're kind of left in a standstill of what's gonna happen. And I feel like they kind of repeated a bit of elements where, like I said, you'll watch it, and you feel like the story ends at one point, and then something else happens. You're like, okay, since the movie's so well directed, it's is beautiful and everything is so good. When you think it's gonna end and it keeps going like another 30 minutes, you kind of forgive it because it's so beautiful. The score is so magnificent. You feel like you're in New York City. I'm from New York, so when I watch it, I'm like, I'm in love. I'm like, oh my God, there's a train right there. There's a spot that I know right there. I'm watching it and I'm like falling in love with New York all over again. So even if you're not from New York, you watch it and you feel it. Like you hear the soundscape, and you know they got the Puerto Rican Day Festival parade going on, and they have like there's so much stuff going on that it really feels like New York. Like they got the people going to the Yankee Stadium, and they got the games going on. Like it feels like you're in there with the people. So when the movie keeps going, you kind of forgive it because you like love being in the movie. Honorable mention I did want to mention as well is Princess Nokia. She has a lot of great music. I love her. I haven't listened to any her newer stuff, but like when she first stepped on the game, Princess Nokia. Like, I mean, I don't know. I gotta listen to her new stuff, but I vibe with her as an artist, and I wanted to see her in this film, and she was in the film. She played A$AP Rocky's wife, and or girlfriend, and she was good. She was very good. She didn't have a big role, but she was very good. And I wish I saw more of her. That's the only thing. But like I said, there was so much that he cut out which is like, I mean, there's so much that he kept in. Like, I think like the cityscapes and like making you feel the breath of New York City, which really takes a lot of the film. And then also a lot of scenes that felt like it was doing the same thing, which I could have took out. I wish he would have took out some of those and added more character from new characters we haven't seen, like Princess Nokia, or give us a little bit more A$AP Rocky. Like, there's a lot of characters we already seen, and particularly with the police. The police is trying to figure out who did this, who was the ransom for. They're trying to figure out what's going on. And those police elements, I feel like they repeat itself a bit. But other than that, I enjoy it. I was just happy to see Denzel on the screen, and I want to go back and watch a lot of his movies. But yeah, it was great. It was great seeing him. Like he's in his form. He's in his form. You know what I mean? Like this the perfect character for him to play. Like businessman. Like he owns it. Like this is him. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's what he's at right now. And I don't know if they're gonna do. I heard some rumors about him maybe being a Black Panther. I'm not sure, but if so, they're trying to give him a small role, like make him do something. Like he has that presence, and like just him alone, you want to watch the movie. Like he's great. So highest to lowest, check it out if you like. But that's all I gotta say. Hopefully you guys enjoy it when it comes out. This Deja, spread love and light. Take care, and we're gonna sign off.